This is a great drawing project for a beginner, but also if you've been drawing for a while and you just need some inspiration to try something new. Hi, welcome to Mr. Otter Studio. Today's project was inspired by the Wall Street Journal, Hedcuts. The Wall Street Journal has artists that work on these portraits. If you look below, there's links to videos of how these Wall Street Journal artists make these portraits. To make these stipple portraits or Hedcuts, what you're gonna need is 2 printed images of the image that you wanna create out of dots or stipple. And I use 2 because one of them is gonna be covered up with your tracing paper and it's hard to see some of the details. So you want another one you can use as a reference. Small piece of tape, and then a pen or a fine point marker. So you can choose whatever face you want. It'd be fun to do this with self-portraits that the students have taken themselves. If you're a teacher watching this tutorial to get some ideas, you could use this for any lesson you're working on at all. The key is making it small because you're gonna be making this all out of dots. And I would just do like a 4x5 as the biggest, and you just cut down your tracing paper the same size. Really quick, let's go over stipple, what it is, and creating value using dots. In the Wall Street Journal tutorial, they talk about not making a tail. If you're making your dots really fast, you can give them these little tails, right? So those, I guess, are bad things. Try to avoid the tails and make your dots round. And try to avoid smearing them as well. A great thing to do before you start, whether you're teaching this to a class or you're doing this yourself, is to draw a rectangle, divide it into 7. You want to make this completely black, and then you want to make this completely white with dots. Do this practice before you start. Okay, and then this middle one is going to be like a medium tone. You want it to be gradual, so you don't want it to jump from dark to light. You want it to be really smooth and gradual. So you're going from dark to light. This is a value scale. Put your tracing paper over your image, turn it over, tape your image to your tracing paper so that you can check on things and your paper is not gonna slide around. So now you're ready to start. Start by creating the outline using dots. So you wanna outline the head first, the eyes, nose, things like that. Also, if you wanna use this portrait, here, there's a link below. Once you have the outline finished, then you're ready to start filling in. I usually just begin by filling in the darkest areas first. This suit is gonna take a long time. The camera is gonna get really bumpy, I'm sure, because I'm gonna be doing it kind of fast. So forgive the bumpy camera, please. If things start to blend together too much, or you feel like you've kind of lost some details, you may need to come in and add some more dots. But I would always start out using less than more because you can always add them, but it's hard. If you've made an area too dark, you can't lighten it up. If we look at this example, they have lines in his jacket and on his shirt, so that's kind of hatching, right, where they're using lines. So feel free to use lines. I kind of want to so bad in here, but I'm gonna stick to dots. If you have time, you can definitely fill in it completely with dots and make it completely black. So when you finish filling it with dots, however, if you feel like you're done, you can take it off. And what I did, I kept this in it. I had my students keep these in sketchbooks and then we just kept their original by it. Hope you enjoyed this tutorial. Please check out the links that I've posted. And remember to do the value scale before you start so that you can go from dark to light. So have a wonderful day. We will see you around on YouTube.